Hi guys, a Northern Ireland committee grilled the Minister for the Economy, Conor Murphy, on the low levels of foreign direct investment taking place there. A report from Invest NI saw little or no increase in FDI over the last few years. Manufacturing NI, however, has said that there has been a growth in small and medium-sized businesses and exports to the EU. But the DUP isn't interested in that. They want to paint a picture of the Northern Ireland Protocol not working. But the lack of sufficient foreign direct investment has more to do with Northern Ireland as an entity and the type of politics that the DUP have been engaging in over the last few years.
The Minister, the remarks by the Chief Executive of Invest NI that there hasn't been a single additional investment as a result of dual market access in terms of a new investment in Northern Ireland, that was correct then?
Well, they have the statistics for what the investments are. But I have to say I've travelled with them and there is significant interest. We know that there's significant interest in that. When that actually materialises in terms of investment, it will involve a whole range of other decisions as well. But there is an interest. People do see this as something which is unique to this part of the world, which is an advantage, which makes them consider that. I have to say, for me also, because I think, in an era where FDI, where we have almost full employment, FDI is still very important, but we also need to spend an awful lot of our focus growing our own firms, and we do see increased export activity in relation to our own firms as well. So if you ask a specific question about one part of the economy, the answer might suit your particular narrative, but if you look at the economy as a whole, overarching, then we might have a different
I just wanted to make it clear, because there was some challenge, and listen, that's what a debating chamber is for, but you have no examples that would contradict the remarks made by the Chief Executive.
I don't wish to, sorry, just to be clear, Chair, I don't wish to contradict the remarks made by the Chief Executive. What I'm saying is that's a particular area of focus, and it's correct. Yep. But he also knows, as I know, the interest that is there and how Invest NI work for years to develop foreign direct investment interest. They start conversations, and that works through for a number of years until you get the result of that. That's how it works. So there's no contradiction in that regard.
Protocol that members voted to extend yesterday has been in place since 2019. We're now nearly 6 years on. Kate?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what are the DUP doing here? They're of course trying to suggest that, well, the problem here is the protocol. So the protocol has been in place and we're not seeing any real increase in foreign direct investment. Now, as was pointed out here by Conor Murphy, manufacturing Northern Ireland has seen an increase in the operations of small businesses in Northern Ireland, and seen an increase in exports, for example, to the single market and to the EU and the rest of the single market. And that's the problem for the DUP. Now, as I said at the beginning, Northern Ireland is not attracting a lot of foreign direct investment. Now, why would that be the case? Well, there are a number of reasons. For example, political instability. Over the last number of years, the Northern Ireland Assembly has been opened and closed, and a lot of that is down to the shenanigans of Brexiteers and the shenanigans of the DUP. So if you're creating a situation where there's a lack of stability, political stability, then it's going to be difficult to attract foreign direct investment. Now, Brexit, of course, plays a role here because the protocol itself is constantly being undermined by unionists like the DUP. So if the DUP had put aside and said, look, the protocol is here to stay, the Windsor framework is here to stay, and we're not going to continually challenge it and waste time and waste energy, we're actually going to get behind it because it's not going away, then this would encourage foreign direct investment. Why would anyone want to invest in Northern Ireland if there's this constant back and forth when it comes to political stability and the stability of the protocol? Now, there are other issues which are not related that much to Brexit. For example, there are skill shortages in Northern Ireland. There's a lower level of skill, it seems, in respect to other parts of the UK and the Republic of Ireland. So once again, this is an extra level of problems that discourage people from investing in Northern Ireland. There are infrastructure gaps as well. There's insufficient investment in critical infrastructure such as transport links, broadband, energy networks. This is all a problem specific to Northern Ireland. And then, of course, the history, the perception, following the Troubles, and you have political parties trying to take advantage of that. And we saw rioting taking place recently. And this raised the ugly head of continued violence going ahead. Thankfully, it died down. But the DUP were happy to tap into those concerns when it came to the protocol. So once again, this is discouraging foreign direct investment. And another issue in respect to Northern Ireland, there is a greater economic dependence on the public sector. So this, in a sense, discourages foreign direct investment as well. So while Northern Ireland is in a unique position, it has access to the UK internal market, has access to the EU single market. Politics, instability, and the fact that Northern Ireland is the way it is discourages a lot of that. But the DUP don't want to talk about that, unfortunately. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.